Hello friends, it's Karla here from Creative Scrapbooker magazine, and I'm so excited to bring you a pretty spring flower fairy card. And we are going to be using some fun products from Echo Park and Zebra Pen Canada, as well as a few other things. Here's a pair of OLFA cutting scissors, which I like to fussy cut with. We've got some Robin's Nest dewdrops. Here we have some Zebra Zensations colored pencils and some Sarasa Porous pen, also from Zebra Pen, and a ClickArt pen. We have some Archival ink from Ranger and Scrapbook Adhesives by 3L Easy Runner. And here we have the Echo Park Fairy Garden stamp set that goes with the Fairy Garden collection. It's filled with really cute images and sentiments. And there's a matching paper pack as well. Here's the cover sheet so you can see the stickers and the patterns and colors that are in it. I'm going to be using some Prism Studio dies. And we also have a sketch pad from them. You can see how nice and big and thick this is. This is a thinner paper and it is great for sketching, but I also thought that it would be great for stamping on because we have these little tiny images. We're going to use the Prism Studio stamp block as well as the Ranger Archival ink in the gray color here. So we're going to stamp that right onto our background and do a bit of a no-line coloring technique. I have the Sarasa Porous pen. You can see they're very fine, and I thought they would go over the gray ink really well to trace around the colors. So we're just tracing the outline of the colors that we want to use and using the pens that are going to coordinate with coloring those inside parts in. This is just a really fun coloring activity. There's no stress about shadows and highlights. We're just having fun tracing right now, and then we're going to color them in. We have all our images traced in the colors that we wanted to use. And I'm bringing in the Zebra Zensations colored pencils. You can click the end of those to bring more lead out. And they are a triangular shape and they're in really fun colors. So now I'm just coloring in those images and the areas where we had already traced with the coordinating color. The sketch paper works really nicely with the colored pencil. It just seems to grab the color really well. So here's a look at all of our images, all colored in, very pretty spring colors. And I'm going to take the OLFA, they are stitching scissors, but they work so nicely for fussy cutting and trimming. They're my favorite scissors. So we're just trimming these images out really quickly. And here we have all our images all cut out and ready to decorate our card with. I have the watercolor paper from Prism Studio that I've die cut with the oval nesting dies. These are stitched dies. And we're going to take the ClickArt marker. This is from Zebra Pen, and it's a water-based marker, and this is going to apply really nicely on the watercolor paper. So I scribbled on some packaging here, and I'm just adding a few drops of water, and I have a Ranger blending tool. I'm just dabbing it into the paint that I've created and onto the background of my oval. I've dried that, and now we're going to stamp on one of the lovely sentiments that's included in that Fairy Garden Echo Park stamp set. So here I'm using another Archival ink from Ranger, and I'm stamping right onto this panel that's going to be in the center of our card. And I've also cut 2 more panels with the rectangular stitched nesting dies as well as the scallop stitched nesting die. I'm now going to add the Scrapbook Adhesives by 3L, and this is the Easy Runner. So you can quickly apply it to your cards and adhere them together. I have some Scrapbook Adhesives by 3L foam squares. I'm going to pop up that oval in the center, and I'll pop up a few of the images that we colored as well. For the other images, I can just use my Easy Runner and adhere those onto the background. I have some Scrapbook Adhesives by 3L adhesive dots, and these work really well to apply the Robin's Nest Creative dewdrops. These ones are metallic. I love these colors. They're nice and bright spring colors, and I'm putting various ones on. I'm just adhering them with those glue dots onto my background. And now we have some Stickles from Ranger, which are always great to add a little bit of bling to flowers and fairy wings and just anywhere where you think needs a little bit of sparkle. Here's a look at the completed card. It is so pretty and wonderful to give for any spring occasion. So thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you have a creative day.